Okay, so here's the thing. Yeah, that got about as many laughs as I thought it was going to get, but I've been playing him a lot in Marvel Rivals recently. He's a really fun new tank that got added to the game. He just barrels through the enemy, going straight for their squishies in the back line. And if you would like to do that too, here's a few tips that you can use to actually improve your gameplay and make sure that you are a menace to the other team as well. All right, tip number 1 is Thing's Stone Haymaker. Use it a lot. It is his most damaging move that he has, as well as there is no cooldown for it. It's got a wind up, so there's a little bit of balance there, but it is one of the best moves he has in his kit, and it is also one of the things that he can use to charge his ult extremely quickly. Okay, let's talk a little bit more mechanically about Thing's Haymaker. So, like I said, there is no cooldown on it. When you click the right click, it just charges and goes, and you can use it right away again. There is no way to launch the fist early. It has to go through its entire windup. Now, that's a balance thing. It's pretty good even with that small windup that you have to do because of multiple different things. First and foremost, if you notice, when I click the button, look at my health bar. I just got 50 shield. If I click it again, I get 50 more shield. Now it doesn't stack, so if I click it enough and I hit 50, it drops to like 30 or 40, it goes back up to 50, and it goes back up to 50, and it goes back up to 50. So you're not getting more than 50 shield. But when you're talking about something that's depleting very quickly, that's going to keep you alive if you can keep generating 50 shield over and over again. Even if you've got healers healing you, getting that little bit of extra health will mean something. Now the other part of it, how quickly I can build up my ult charge. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the ult so I don't have it. I'm gonna simulate a little bit of a fight. So I run in here and I stop him from going anywhere, and I start launching my haymakers. Now notice a couple of things. Number 1, there's a range to it. I can hit that Galactabot over here by standing here and hitting both of these in a line. I'm hitting both. You see their health going down. Another thing, I am getting a percentage of my ult back or charged up based on hitting each of these. So if I'm at 40, 41, now up to 45. Now a quick little combo if you guys want to really get in there. Like I said, land 2 hits on your squishies and then followed up with a small little left click, and that's an easy double KO for you. And I'm already at 90% of my ult. So I'm sitting here going like this, running through their back line, and now anybody that's left standing, I have the ability to go ahead and hit them with a clobber in time. And that's the Stone Haymaker. Okay, tip number 2. Learn how to be aggressive and dive the back line, but do it intelligently. People that just pick up the thing to begin with know that he's supposed to be aggressive and know that he's supposed to jump into the fight and just be fighting a lot of the enemy team all at once. While that is true, you have to be very careful on how you do it. You have to know when it's time to get out. Each team fight that's going to be different, but the way that you do it should be generally the same each time. How you want to engage the enemy team generally is the Yancey Street charge. That's Thing's shift. You get 200 health when you use it and you start running in a direction. I know you have to control it with A and D to tilt left and right, and your mouse has nothing to do with which direction you're going. For controller players, I'm sorry, I play mouse and keyboard. I have no idea how to use the thing on the controller. But once you engage in that and you slam down your fists at the end of the anti-street charge, or when you hit shift again and force the slam manually, it stops movement abilities for enemies inside that area, and it does a little bit of a knock up. You are then able to fight a little bit. You know, you're using your right click to get shields and do a lot of damage. But to get out of that situation, what you want to use when it is time is your embattled leap, or your E. What that will do is you have to have a teammate in range, and it will auto lock to them and jump. It's got a really nice side effect of whoever you target with that, it gives you and them damage reduction for a short amount of time. You'll see the little like stones appear floating around you and them. And it's a great tool to get out of a bad situation if your Yancey Street charge isn't up. Now, be warned, if there is anything that walks in between you and the target, you will stop at wherever you leap, and you will get the damage reduction, but you may not get as far away as you intended. So make sure that those lines of sight are clear for your healers as well as for your escape, and know where you're going to escape to when it's time to get out of dodge. All right, tip number 3, know things passive ability. It's called unyielding will. You can't be launched up, knocked back, or other displacement effects. Other displacement effects that don't do those things, stuff like Wolverine's shift, where he does a leap and picks up his target and takes him with him. Thing can't be moved by stuff like that. So know how abilities affect you and don't affect you, because things like Luna's ice ball that stun you are still going to take effect and you're still going to be stopped and frozen. On the other hand, some effects partially work on you, but don't fully. For Groot's ultimate ability, where he shoots a seed into the ground and it erupts and everything in the area is dragged to the center and held in place, the rooting of that ability where it holds you in place at the end still affects Thing, but he will not be pulled to the center. So if you get hit with it, you'll see your team get pulled to a point while you are standing still off to the side of it, but you are not able to go anywhere because the root is not considered a launch up, knockback, or displacement. So make sure that you know what those effects look like, know what effects are going to be affecting you, so that you know what you can and can't just barrel on through. And the final tip for the video today is know what counters the Thing. The Thing is a very powerful hero in the game right now with a lot of kit that helps him be a very aggressive character, but you can be overly aggressive and into bad matchups. That's going to get you killed quite often. So things to look out for: characters that can output high amounts of continuous damage, so people like Star-Lord, Punisher, or Wolverine, or characters that can deny areas so that Thing can't run in and be fighting on that area without constantly taking damage. People like Groot and Penny are excellent at that, because Groot's walls are doing damage over time, and Penny's mines are things that he can't kill before he gets into that area. So he's just going to be constantly taking damage from those mines as they spawn. And that damage adds up very quickly, and it turns your engage into you showed up, got hurt, and had to run away. And then they get to build back up. So the next time you run in, it's probably going to be the same thing over and over. So make sure that you know what hard counters you and how you can play into that if you aren't going to be switching. But if I'm being honest, if you see those things pop up and you don't have somebody like Magneto on your side, go ahead and switch. All right, guys, that's the video. Thank you for watching today. And as always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you learned from the video. Let me know what you liked. Let me know what I can improve on, but everything helps. I really appreciate you for watching this far, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.